All right, Detroit Lions team reporter Dannie Rogers joins us right now. You know, we've talked about next man up, and there's a lot of guys that kind of go through this roster and are called upon to make some plays. Last week, really cool story, local family and a local kid got his shot.
It is rare to play for the hometown team, but that is exactly what rookie linebacker Trevor Nowaske is doing. The Canton native and Salem High School grad went on to play Division II football at Saginaw Valley State, where he was the heart and soul of that defense for 3 seasons. Nowaske told me he had no idea that if the NFL would be in his future. He went undrafted. The Lions, though, very early on identified Nowaske as a smart young defender who is relentless. In Week 13, Nowaske made his NFL debut for the team he grew up watching and talked me through all of the emotions.
It was crazy. You know, I shed a little tear during the national anthem. You know, it was cool after, kind of to see my family. They had pretty good seats, so they came down to the side and we took a selfie at the end, and like there was really no words being said. You know, it was just kind of like taking it all in. And you know, my dad's like, he just shook my hand. We just kind of looked at each other, and it was a really cool moment. So I'm glad they were all there to experience it with me. And I mean, it's just been so surreal. It's really cool just being hometown with the Lions. We're doing so well. It's been a crazy ride so far.
How would you describe the dynamic when you're on practice squad, other NFL teams are poaching you, and then that forces Detroit's hand? They've got to sign you to the active roster.
Yeah. It was a crazy week, that week when that happened. You know, it was our bye week, and I really didn't know, you know, that could happen. You know, it's my rookie year. I really don't know the ins and outs of the league yet, and you know, my agent calls me. We have to, you know, do a bunch of stuff on the bye week. I'm thinking about just relaxing, no football, and all of a sudden my whole week was about football.
You went from humble beginnings, buying your own cleats in Division II, to getting all the cleats you need here. Yeah. What is one thing about you, Trevor, that has helped you get to this point?
I feel like I've just always believed in myself. I really didn't know at the end of my career last year at Saginaw what the future held. I think the biggest thing for me was, at the end of the day, like, I just needed to know that I put in the work. You know, whatever happens, happens. But if I like rest my head at night on my pillow, like, I know that like I did everything I could.
Really cool story, and one where he's on the practice squad. Lions have a decision to make. Do we want to keep this guy? And they absolutely did.
Nowaske told me that he was ready to go to another team. He was not sure if Detroit was going to counter. So his mom, Mrs. Nowaske, she had all of his clothes laid out, folded on the bed, ready for him to pack up and move across the country, and then was very relieved when Detroit made a counter offer and said, hey, we need you here in the Motor City. We're going to sign you to the active roster.
Yeah, and they like him. They talked about him in training camp. He's long, he's athletic, he can be a special teams guy, and maybe more. So he's getting a shot. It's really cool.
Yes, and maybe active roster, maybe he moves out of his parents' house and into his own apartment.
Exactly.
But right now,
but mom can still pack his clothes.
I agree.
He needs some help every now and then.
We always need mom's help.
Danny, good stuff. We appreciate it. You can catch Danny and Inside the Pride. That show airs on Fox 2 Wednesday nights at 7:30 each week. All right, we'll take a break and come right back. We are live in Chicago. Glad you're with us. We're getting ready for some football, NFC North style. Lions and Bears on the way. All right, let's take a look at how our experts have done so far this year. Birchie 8-4, Wojo 6-6, TJ at 5-7, Hammer at 3-9. Today's game, Lions by 3.5. Dannie Rogers, Detroit Lions team reporter, not making a pick, but what are you looking for?
Oh, we get some good Midwestern football here today. It is cold. You have 2 top 5 run defenses going at it. This game will be one on the ground. PB&J, it's time. Jameer Gibbs, David Montgomery. Whoever wins that run game is going to win this game.
Let's go. Woj, what do you got?
Similar to that, Bears have the number 1 or number 2 rush defense, but David Montgomery, running in his former stadium, will run for 114 yards.
Wow.
Lions win by 8.
Birchie, what do you got?
David Montgomery's mom doesn't love David Montgomery as much as Wojo loves David Montgomery. He is David Montgomery, #1 fan. I got the Lions today. Lions all day.
5 seconds.
Bears 21, Lions 24.
Oh, that's
5.
I got the Lions winning 24-23 on a Riley Patterson walk-off today.
Through the wind.
There you go, Lions coming up at 1 o'clock. Network takes over next. Hour of Sports Works tonight at 11. Have a great day.
Boom.